Hey, I'm Ash, and I'm here to show you how to get the best resolution possible out of your plastic printer. So, generally when I go for resolution, I use my resin printer. Unfortunately, I keep it on the balcony and it's winter right now, and whenever it's below about 20 degrees Celsius, it's just a pain to work with. It gets messy, stuff comes out wrong, you know how it goes. So, I decided I'll take a look at getting high resolution out of a FDM printer. I found two methods that get me really good results. Over here, I have Tim Nolte style tree supports, and Tim, if I'm getting your name right, let me know so I can butcher it in part 2. And then over here, I have Resin to FDM. Both of them have advantages and disadvantages, but honestly, both of them gave me surprisingly good results, and I'm here to give you a basic rundown on both of them. Alright, with Tim Nolte style supports, it's relatively simple. You need to have Orca Slicer, and once you have Orca Slicer set up, you just put these presets into the support settings. And from there, you need to do a little bit of tweaking, but you're basically off to the races. I'll leave a link to this website down below, and you can just set it up yourself. And once it's set up, you basically just take your model, stick it on your plate, make sure that it's in like a decent orientation. This is just an example. Do as I say, not as I do, I guess. You just want to stick it in a decent orientation. Not quite like that, but I kind of notice like almost standing on these guys tends to be pretty good. Like something like this tends to get me like the best results usually. And then you just hit slice plate and the slicer does the rest for you. Simple, easy, and yeah, you just hit print and you're good to go. After spending a lot of time with the Tim Nolte style supports and really getting them dialed in and figuring out my technique and stuff for it, I got some really good results, like some seriously good results. And I'm just using an Ender 3 here. I'm not using any fancy printer or anything. You can do this with basically any clipper printer. That being said, I was getting some good results, and then suddenly the results just started getting really bad. The finishes were looking horrible, things were falling apart, pieces weren't quite connecting, I was having adhesion issues. So I ran a calibration, and unfortunately, during the calibration, disaster struck. And if you watched the shorts before this, you probably got a bit spoiled. But my 0.2 millimeter nozzle just completely broke. The print tip, like the nozzle itself, ended up embedded in a calibration print. And now I'm just left with this. So that's quality control for you. But yeah, no, like that kind of put a damper on it. I still wanted to try the Resin to FDM, and I did a test with my 0.4 millimeter nozzle, and unfortunately for me, unfortunately for you, it went really well. Like, extremely well. Like, even with a 0.4 millimeter nozzle, it blew Tim Nolte supports out of the water in terms of finish, in terms of detail, and now I need to make a part 2 on that. So as soon as the spare parts come in, I'll start filming that. And until then, well, we're just going to have to be left with a cliffhanger. So thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching the video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that stuff. Help me grow the channel since it's brand new and I want to get this place going. Anyway, thanks for coming by, and I'll see you in part 2. So, I was printing, and then I noticed the print was sounding kind of weird. I came over and I saw a blob of death. And it's like, yeah, okay, I get that. So I came over to remove the blob, because they happen from time to time. It's a Creality machine. And then I noticed something shiny inside of it. Let's see if we can get the camera. There we go. So, yeah. Apparently, my brand new 0.02 nozzle, or 0.2 nozzle, my brand new nozzle decided to just, well, now I definitely got to keep this in the video even though it's all out of focus. My relatively brand new nozzle decided it wanted to just quit out on me in the middle of a print. As you can see, it's like, let's get that in focus. Yeah, it just blew the top off. As you can see, 0.2 nozzle, relatively new. I've only been using it for a few days now. But Yeah, I've never had that happen before.